Hey everyone, it's David with davidspassage.com and welcome to the woods. It's Tuesday, it's my day off, and so I thought I would just kind of get a little bit R&R. Had a really busy couple weeks, and so I'm out back in the woods, and today I'm going to show you how to split a log without an axe, so stick around. Alright, so in order to do this, you're going to need a couple things. First of all, you're going to need a log, and that's one I just sawed off. The only other thing you're going to need to do this in order to split a log without an axe is a knife, and it needs to be a fixed blade knife. This is my Mora Bushcraft Black. You're also going to need a baton, and just basically any old stout stick will work. First thing that you're going to want to do is actually create a couple of wedges, and I got another stick here. This is hardwood. You want to try to get hardwood if possible to create this, and I'm just going to baton this and cut a few, probably just a couple wedges out of this. Hopefully you can kind of see that wedge there. And just get it as close as you can get there. Make a nice point on the end. Trying to make these about the same length. Right. So now I've got a few wedges, just kind of carved up here, real simple. The length of the wedge kind of depends on how long the log is, obviously. You want it to be hardwood, you don't want it to be softwood, because you don't want to be pounding this in and then all of a sudden have the wedge disintegrate on you. And you should make as many wedges so that it can go all the way across the log, and it doesn't even hurt to have them go a little bit beyond the log too. Okay, so next, you actually have to split the log, and depending on how big the log is, kind of varies in how you attempt to split it. But basically, you can take a knife and do this. And if the log is dried, like this one is, it may have some natural cracks in it that may even play to your advantage. So you can kind of start in one of those, like here. And the knife obviously doesn't go all the way around, all the way to the other side. Otherwise, I just baton the log through or find a way to do that. And really, that's what this technique is for. Why would you use a technique like this? Well, first of all, you may be an ultralight backpacker and you don't want to carry an extra axe with you in the woods and add, save you 2 pounds of pack weight. That's one thing. The reason why I'm cutting it now is because in my next video I want to show you how to make a Swedish fire torch, and so I need to split the log. Now I could do it with the axe, but then I'd lose the demonstration purposes of this technique here. So basically the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and begin to start a baton, just to start to split the wood with the knife itself. Again, this has to be a fixed blade knife. It needs to be a quality fixed blade knife also. So now that I've got the log a little split, you can see there I started to split. I'm just going to take one of my wedges here, and my knife is actually embedded into this now, so I'm committed. I'm going to take one of my wedges and start the split. Now I can actually take my baton and just lightly tap it in there. Give that knife a little bit of relief so I can get it out. Okay, so I'm going to just get that wedge in there a little bit. Use my baton, and I'm going to take my next wedge and put that one in the middle. And take my other wedge. Okay, so really now this is just simply a matter of, tapping each wedge and until they go in more and more and more. And I'm barely tapping these things. It doesn't take much to tap these. Just kind of give one a little tap and then move on to the next one. You can actually hear the wood splitting. This takes very little effort once you get these wedges made to actually split this thing. This wedge wants to go all the way through. The wedge actually is coming out. That log is split. Now again, why would you want to know how to do this? Well, first of all, if you're an alternate backpacker, chances are you're not going to be carrying an axe with you. Second of all, when you're in the woods, if it's been raining, sometimes one of the only ways to find dry wood, if you find a log, a lot of times what will happen is, all the outside of the wood will be wet, but the inside will be dry. And so you're going to have to split the log in order to get to the dry wood that you can actually use. So that's another reason why you would want to use this method. Another reason why you'd want to use this method in my case is I needed a nice, clean sawn, clean split log because I'm getting ready to make a Swedish fire torch for my morning coffee. I actually picked this technique up from reading some of Morris Kohansky's stuff. If you don't know who Morris is, man, he's like a legend of the woods. Check his channel out. He's got a really neat book out called Bushcraft. A lot of neat things you can learn from Morris. Gotta give him credit. This is where I learned it from. Alright, so that's how you split a log without an axe, just using a fixed blade knife and a baton there. Again, why would you want to use something like this? Well, if you're an ultralighter and you're not carrying an axe, that's one way that you can split wood. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate your comments, supports, your subscriptions and your likes on Facebook. Be sure to go to facebook.com and like David's Passage. Look me up at davidspassage.com. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, all those good places. So again, thank you so much. And if you've ever used this method, again, I learned this by reading some of Morris Kohansky stuff. Just a genius out in the woods. I definitely suggest you look him up. But if you've used this method for some other things, maybe, besides just ultralight backpacking or whatever, if you could find another use for it, I'd love to hear it in the comment section below. Be sure to let me know why you use this, or if you've done it before. Or maybe you know an easier way to do it other than those little wedges. But anyways, thank you guys so much for your subscriptions and support, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.